No time for losers, cause we are the champions of the world. Whoo, boy, that felt some kind of good. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, that felt some kind of good. When your team, no matter what team it is, NFL, MLB, soccer, hockey, tennis, whatever, wins a major championship, you have to celebrate it. So right now, the first few minutes of the show, what I'm doing is rubbing this in Rodney's face that I am the champion of the world. I don't give my Atlanta Braves all the love that I should be giving them, but since we are now your new champions of the world, I got to give y'all this. Y'all gonna get this. I'm pounding that in right now. Did you see it? Nothing can save you, because this is the year of catching the vapors. And since I got time, what I'm going to do is throw you how Atlanta ran through your crew. Now, you all know Houston, they be stealing signs and stuff. But that this year, it just wasn't enough.
Well, hey, did you come up with that? I like that.
I did.
Hey. You might got a future in rap.
No, because you know rap ain't like it used to be, boy.
You second coming to Curtis Blow.
No, well, yeah, it's gonna be old school if it was me. I can tell you that right now. But we got to get them Atlanta Braves a lot of love, man. They brought it back to the A-Town, baby. And for the last time, I've been an Atlanta Braves fan all my life. Okay, I'm here in Richmond, Virginia. Everybody know baseball. You already know that the AAA affiliate was the Richmond Braves. This is where all the guys came. Then they went up to the big league. So we saw them first, up close and personal at Parker Field. See, y'all don't know nothing about that. See, if you ain't a real fan, you don't know nothing about that. Parker Field. They came through here. Oh, the Deion Sanders, the Javi Lopez, the Dave Justice, the Tom Glavine, you know what I'm saying, the Greg Maddox, you know what I'm saying, all of them. They came right through here. Richmond, Virginia, right down the street. I can walk down there. You know what I'm saying? Right up the street. Well, maybe not walk. I can ride the scooter down there, but it's right up the street. You know what I'm saying? So we know everything. I remember when Deion went to catch the fly ball and hit him in the head first. Y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? You know what I'm saying? Right out here, you know. Remember Chipper Jones hitting him out the parking lot, busting windows. You know, see, y'all don't know. See, y'all don't even know that I'm a diehard Atlanta Braves fan. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Chipper Jones used to just break car windows. When he hit the home runs, he was hitting them down here. We already knew he was going to be big league. We could tell you in Richmond who was going to the next level and was going to do good. Every game I went to, Chipper Jones, boom, out of there. And always was listening for, ching, ching. Somebody done busted up a windshield. That's why I would never park behind the diamond. You know Dale Murphy too. I would never park behind the diamond because the boy was gonna hit it out and bust a window. Every game we would walk to the car, somebody window broke. But I just wanted to put that out there. We are the champions of the world. Now, the question I have right now for everybody watching, has your team won a world championship? Has your team? Rodney, you a Cowboy fan, a fellow Cowboy fan of mine. Has any of your sports teams won any world?
The Lakers.
Okay. I'm a Laker fan too, so I'm a little older than you. You can see by the gray hair. So I've actually experienced some world championships with the Cowboys as well. You know what I'm saying? So I graduated in '88, so that should tell y'all a little something, you know, saying I was living, because a lot of people like, most Cowboy fans have never even lived to see their team win the Super Bowl. But this ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of them. So I've actually seen that. And the last time the Atlanta Braves, the champions of the world, won the world title, the Cowboys did in the same year. The Cowboys did in the same year.
And we looking pretty good.
So I'm asking the audience, has any of your major sports teams won any world championships while you were living, and how did it make you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you reach the top of the mountain, man. It's like last night, I was in hog heaven, man. We finally made it. We won the title. You know what I'm saying? Keith says the Bulls. Evelyn says Lakers for sure. Keith says I had a Bulls and Cowboys. Okay, that's what it is. I graduated in '88 as well. Alexander says he's seen his Steelers and Sixers win the title. Okay, see that's good stuff, man. So you guys ain't new to winning, man. It's just that exhilaration that you get when your team wins, man. It's like when you're at the top of the mountain. It just feels good. You know what I'm saying? John Brown says Cowboys. Monique said her Dodgers won. That's what's up, Monique. That's what your Dodgers won, and that's what we like to hear, man. That your teams won. So I'm sporting all this Atlanta stuff tonight because that's just what it is. I'm one of the world's biggest Atlanta Braves fans too, and I had a little sticker on my post with the YouTube and everything, and the Atlanta Braves was one of the stickers that was on there. So people like, because everybody, like, when a team wins a world title, what happens is everybody thinks everybody's a fly-by-night fan. Just because you see it more. Like, my Braves hadn't won a title in 26 years. What am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? I talked about them through the regular season, but I didn't have any victory celebrations, but we got one now. That's all that matters. You see the A, baby. A-Town in the building. You know what I'm saying? A-Town in the building, world champions. Let that set in for a second. Freeze for 5 seconds if your team has won a championship. That 5 seconds was on you, CJ. You are the champion of the whole wide world right now. Woo! Let that sink in. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the People Show, man. I'm your host, CJ Richardson, sitting in my guest, my man, Rodney Jones Bay. Welcome to the show, Rodney.
What's going on, CJ? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm sitting on top of the baseball world. Sitting on top of the baseball world right now.
Congratulations.
I wasn't finished. I'm sitting out here in first place with my Dallas Cowboys. Boy, I'm telling you right now, the sports gods are shining on me right now. My Cowboys are 6-1. My Braves are the world champions. Yeah, my Lakers, we're going to see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just sitting on top of the sports world, man. All right, let's get into the show, man. Right? We got our Dallas Cowboys this week. Got another tough opponent. And people going to think, well, we played Denver. They are an NFL team, right? They are in the NFL, right? Okay, then. So we played Denver this week, man, and I'm looking for another Cowboy beatdown, but we got to be careful. We got this young team. We'll have to see how they come off this week. 6-1, 6 games in a row. The thing I'm looking for this week, Rodney, is it's a long season. Now is when the nicks and the nagging injuries, start to like surface.
Yeah.
And then we got some injuries already with the team, and we got to keep that hunger. It's a long season, and these are the grinded out dog games, the games in between. But the thing that I can tell you about football and sports is, as the number in the front of your record gets bigger, the expectations get bigger and the pressure gets bigger. You understand what I'm saying? So like we went from a team that early on in the season, people like,
we really didn't know.
They thought the Washington Redskins was going to win the division and the Eagles were going to contend. I'm just telling you what the people say.
Yeah.
So we went from
CJ, didn't Tony Romo say the Philadelphia Eagles was going to have a good season? They're going to win about 10 or 11 games.
That's what he said, So we went from the team that we don't know about this team because we don't know what that defense is going to do, to middle of the road, third place, second and third place. That's what they said. We probably coming in the division. And don't sleep on the Giants. So now
I think the Giants are asleep.
Well, yeah, I do too. But everybody thought, everybody but Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
So right now, what we're telling people is like we went from the hunter to the hunted. And I just want to make sure that the team, I just hope our team, Mike McCarthy, something about Mike McCarthy. That
that's your best friend.
No, he's not. No, I don't know if Mike McCarthy can keep the energy, you know what I'm saying, going for okay, we got one of my partners on here. Don't look like he's doing too good. Let's see what's up. What up, Flip?
What's going on, brother? I'm always doing good.
I don't know, man. You got more problems. We're gonna talk about you next. You know what I'm saying? So as I was, I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Then we're gonna come to you, Flip. As I was saying, like I don't know. I hope Mike McCarthy can keep that energy, flowing through the team. 6-1, things are going good right now. But see, it's easy to keep the energy going pretty good and things kind of calm, even though we have problems that we need to fix when you're winning. So we haven't faced much adversity. That first game we lost by 2 points where we were underdog and we were playing the world champion. So even though we lost the game, people, they gave us kind of like a moral victory, which I don't take. You either win or you lose. So I just wanted to see the team fight. Like we come out Denver, put them away in the first half. Yeah. Let Cooper Rush play the second half. That's the kind of mentality I have. Put everybody away quicker, get your starters out the game, stay fresh, stay healthy, and let's go through the season because people are getting hurt in record numbers now in the NFL. It's like teams are losing players weekly, and I'm talking about all-star players, man. It started in the pandemic season, and it's catered right on over to this year. So we got to knock them out quick. What do you think about Denver, Rodney?
I think we need to approach Denver like they're the Super Bowl champs.
That's right.
Like we're 0-0. Just throw the record out. You know what I'm saying? We need to come in there and play hard on both sides of the ball. That Vikings game that's over and done with. This is a new game. Yeah, we need to come in and play hard and stay focused and do our job. Like treat this like a playoff game. It's do or die for the Cowboys every week. I think if Mike McCarthy can't keep the edge, I feel like the players, let's keep the edge with each other, keep each other accountable in film and practice. You know what I'm saying? On the field. Keep each other accountable.
I know that's right. So we got to do our part, when it comes to keeping this train going, man. So what up, Flip?
What's going on, bro? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we're doing pretty good. I wanted to say this, but you my boy. But this is what I wanted to say. Better than you.
Hey, look, a lot of teams doing better than me right about now. Shoot,
since you're here, man, and this is We Talk Sports, the People Show. We talk about every team. This is not a Dallas Cowboy show. This is a sports show. We talk about everything. So seems like y'all having a little bit of problems down there in
up there.
Yeah, well, wherever you at, but I call it down because when you're having problems, that ain't up. That's down.
That ain't up.
So and we're gonna welcome Justin to the show as well. What's up, Jay?
Analytics guy.
So what's going on? Since you're a Cleveland Browns fan, tell the people what's going on in Cleveland, man. What's going on?
Man, there's a lot of chaos right about now, man. It's been a whole bunch. After every game, everybody point out, that Browns, Baker's not throwing to Odell. It's all in the chat, social media, and everything. Then this video get made by this reporter, which I actually took a look at the video, and it's nothing but facts.
Right.
Baker's not throwing them. I don't know where Baker falls in with the progressions, 1, 2, 3, or whatever, how he's going through his progressions. But it's quite evident that, some of them plays that Odell Beckham was open. Right. I could have made those throws.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But, Odell Senior.
What's Odell's status?
What's the video?
What's his status right now? Because I've seen some things.
His status right now, the coach just sent him home and gave him the day off.
Okay.
So he won't be practicing. But we all know what that pretty much means. He actually also said that his representation, Odell Beckham's representation, is talking to the front office.
Got it.
So when you talk about all that, I don't know. Do they need to just go ahead and go in a room, close the door, and hash it all out? Baker actually said that he was kind of surprised of the video and some of the things that was said about him by Odell Beckham's dad.
Well, we know the trade deadline was Tuesday.
Oh yeah. So he'll be in limbo.
Oh,
he'll be in limbo. I don't think they're gonna they're not. I don't think they're going to release. I think he's going to be like a Deshaun Watson situation where they're going to be holding on to him because they don't want him to go to no other team.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he can go to a divisional opponent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's just going to be just sitting the bench, riding the pine or whatever you want to call it until the end of the season. Then he, after the season, probably go on his merry way.
All right, cool.
But
now,
I don't look at Odell Beckham as being the issue.
Right.
This is
what I look at. Okay. You guys are a dysfunctional team. You came into the season with high expectations. They say you AFC potential front runners. But I never thought that with Baker Mayfield. He was never my guy. He's one of those guys. He can get in a streak and he can take you. Like he has game. He has his moments. But I don't even think Cleveland is going to franchise him and make him one of the higher paid quarterbacks in the NFL. And they're masking your problems by using Odell. That's what I see.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say the whole team is dysfunctional like that, but
what would you say? You got all that talent on offense. Y'all got just as much talent as we got. You got 2 all-pro wide receivers. Do you or do you not?
And 2,
yeah, we do.
And 2
but
all-pro.
Hold on. We gave you your chance. You didn't talk for 12 minutes.
You didn't tell me what I think the issue is.
No, but I'm telling you what I think the issue is. I ain't asked you for no rebuttal yet. But my point is, you have 2 all-pro wide receivers, first team all-pro. Yep. You got 2 all-pro running backs. Got a decent tight end. Why can't you move the ball?
There's no reason for it. I think it's the way how they scheming and in Baker. I mean, that's the only 2 things you can point at.
You got part of it right. You got Baker Mayfield right. He's the only thing that ain't clicking. He's the one with the ball in his hand every play, right?
And man, he's declined. He has declined.
That's all I need you to say right there. That's it.
And it's but I look at them not getting the ball to Odell. Last time I seen Odell actually, really had a good game is when he played you guys last year.
Well, you had to rub that in. You had to rub that in, right? Right. But let me tell you something.
It's packages. It's these packages that you would look for a star like Odell Beckham to get into. But why isn't the head coach making those type of packages? They're making packages for 2 rookies right now, and Demetrius Felton and Schwartz.
This is what we're gonna do.
You don't even see Odell Beckham. So that's why I'm looking at the coaching and the scheming. Like, come on now, you got all this talent on the team, especially a marquee wide receiver like this, and you should find a way to get the ball in his hands more.
All right, hold up. This is what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna stop the pity party. Okay. We're not gonna get OBJ the ball. Okay. Baker can't get him the ball. Okay. Your coach absolutely sucks, but you got talent on your team. I think it's time to separate. Everybody need to go to their different corners because this marriage ain't working, man. And I got to blame most of it on the head coach. But we got to move on from OBJ right now because we can't solve this problem. There's another wide receiver that's been in the news, and I think it's one of you guys might have played these guys this year. I'm not sure. Did y'all play the Raiders this year?
No.
Okay. Well, we
will be playing them.
Yeah, we got to play them on Thanksgiving Day. And one of the guys that I was worried about got in a little bit of trouble last night. I know y'all heard the breaking news on Ruggs was in an accident.
Yeah, that was terrible.
We're going to take about 60 seconds each, and y'all tell me your opinion on how do you feel about this. I'll just set the table. Okay, so Henry Ruggs was apparently driving 156 miles per hour in his Corvette with his girlfriend in the car last night at 3:59 a.m. and he rear-ended someone, resulting in a death. Let me just go ahead and say this right now, man. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. First of all, we do not condone any type of driving under the influence, man. It's been in the news since all of us could see the news, and we're gonna have to send prayers out to everybody involved, man. But what was your takeaway when you saw that? Because I know everybody was devastated, but I know everybody had a message they wanted to give out as well, like things that could have happened to avoid this situation? I'm gonna let Rodney start this one. What were your first initial thoughts, Rodney, when you saw the pictures? And
I was just shook and I was devastated. It sucks because you know what I'm saying. That young lady is somebody's sister, daughter, cousin, aunt, possibly. She could have been a mother herself.
Right.
And Henry Ruggs was very careless. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was going through mentally some things. It's kind of hard to, because he's never had a history.
Right. So let's not add that. Let's not add unknowns. We just know he was under the influence and he had an accident. Yeah. So let's speak on what we know.
Okay, got you. And I definitely sad about that. And I'm also, very disappointed in Henry Ruggs because he's a multi-million-dollar person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he could have paid security to take him and his girlfriend and to watch over them.
Uber.
Wherever they went. Huh?
Why not an Uber?
Or Uber, and they could have got to and from, wherever they were going safe.
Exactly.
He was definitely irresponsible. And
what do you think, Justin?
Yeah.
This takes me back.
By the way, nice jersey. Nice jersey.
I'm wearing this solely to show solidarity for you. I mean,
I appreciate you.
My favorite non-Yankee player is Ronald Acuna Jr.
And you better know it.
So, yeah, congrats to y'all.
Appreciate you, sir.
I say this takes me back to my conversation I had about 2-3 years ago. And Rodney brought up a good point. Jalen Holmes of the Vikings we had a conversation, and I enjoyed my conversation with him. He said that the NFL actually puts money aside in addition with the NFLPA, and the money they put aside provides guys with an actual hotline they can call when they get drunk. And they will send a ride to them to pick them up and drive them back to their location. Okay. He said that money that's set aside is like one of the most unused resources.
Right.
Every year, he said, they put money aside and it goes untouched because guys have too much pride to call that number and they don't want to use it because they don't want to be seen as weak. And it's kind of today, if he would have called that number, he'd still have a job. So it's unfortunate. My heart goes out to the family. And after seeing the video, I just, with everything going on with John Gruden, he was going to get released. They have a zero tolerance policy right now, and they couldn't afford to keep him.
What you got, Flip?
The only thing I got to that is that, anytime when you have a person lose a life is very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Not only just, the whole situation, but to the families and all that stuff. And for Ruggs, it's just sad that he didn't use better judgment.
Right.
That's all I got on it.
What I'm gonna say is real quick as well, man. First of all, I got a couple things. Where you going at 3:39 a.m.? What you doing out? Ain't you got a game this week or something? I'm just asking. Ain't you got a game? Ain't you playing us? What you doing out this late at night? Second of all, what in the world is you doing 156 miles per hour for? Where you going? You know what I'm saying? And you got somebody in the car. So not only are you endangering your life, we're not talking about the person that passed. We're talking about you have a passenger in the car. What are you doing 156 miles per hour for? Also, we don't know what was going on in that car at that time. He could have been text messaging or whatever the case may be. It's just something unfortunate happens. And sadly to say, this young man is going to learn a valuable lesson from this issue. We wish him well. We're praying for the person that lost life and their families and everybody involved. We're going to move on to the next subject. Speaking of NFL players, this is a hot topic as well. Jalen Smith. Everybody's saying, let's bring Jalen Smith back to the Dallas Cowboys. This has got to be hot. I got to see what my panel is going to say about this as well in the chat. Justin, should we bring Jalen Smith back to the Dallas Cowboys?
Initially, I said yes. But looking at the landscape, I say no.
Right. Tell us why.
Because if the money's not right, I would say no. The money has to be right. You have Michael Parsons, who has been playing well at defensive end and outside linebacker. You could take him and move him back to outside linebacker, because you have right now the starting linebacking core is Vander Esch at middle linebacker. You have Keenan O'Neal right outside, and you could take Parsons and put him back at left outside, or you could take Dorrance Armstrong and stick him at his position that he was playing naturally at, which is outside linebacker.
I don't mean to cut you off. Was it a yes or a no?
I say no. I say
okay,
no.
So all that what we could do, if it's no, that answer is no.
I just feel I say no.
He broke it down though. He did break it down.
He did, but if your answer is no, you ain't got to break it down to me
because we have built a positionless team that can move. That has multiple movable parts that we can switch things and adjust. So I say no.
Like they told me, no mean no. You know, Flip. I don't know if you know anything too much about the Dallas Cowboy linebacker situation, but what's your take on it?
Well, I would say no as well, because apparently you guys already seen that he was expendable. Yes, and Parsons, he's been doing a good rookie. He's been doing a great job. So at that point, then it must have been something with him catching on. I don't know if it was him catching on to the scheme, but it just kind of proves it when Green Bay let him go too.
Right,
something's there. You know what I'm saying? So you guys is good without him.
I'm saying no as well. And first of all, it's not even something that's really going to happen because first of all, we already paying him $7 million. He getting $7 million just sitting on the sidelines chilling. So if he were to come back, he would have to work. That would be a discussion. You know, he's not going to just get that money and come back and make more money. It don't work like that. You know, he's already getting paid by the Dallas Cowboys. So why would they even consider bringing him back and have to pay him additional money? That would have to be rework. He'd probably have to waive that money and he'd make way, way less. So first of all, I don't even think he would do that. So I don't think we would even get into the point where he would say, oh yeah, I'm going back to the Dallas Cowboys. So he's not coming back. And Darryl Seymour said, no, don't bring him back. He couldn't get off the blocks anyway. Makes 10 tackles, yards downfield. Exactly, man. Yeah. All right, let's talk about another former MVP quarterback. This guy is in the news as well. It's not for being a front runner of the MVP. It's called he got COVID. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19 this week, but he led everybody to believe that he was he had already gotten his COVID shot. You know, and his exact words was he was. What's that phrase, Justin, that he used? He said, I was immunized. Immunized. But nobody, everybody assumed that he had got a vaccination because he said, I'm immunized. So he tried to use this form. He did something, but he didn't get no shot. We know that.
He finessed it. He finessed the system.
He finessed it, you know. So he's been around people and he's been evasive of the NFL protocol when it comes to COVID, because, you know, there's a stringent protocol when you get the COVID shot versus the players that don't get the COVID shot. You know, you got to get tested multiple times or whatever, man. So how do y'all feel about Aaron Rodgers circumventing the COVID policy and him not being able to play this week? How do you feel about that, Rodney?
Well, he's, you know, hey, either you're gonna get this shot or this is just gonna keep happening. So hopefully Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying, after this learns from his mistakes. You know, he's got to do a better job if he's not going.
What mistake, Rodney? He told a lie.
Well, he told a lie, but
I mean, see,
he lied to the organization.
We got to learn what a mistake is and what a lie is. He didn't make no mistake. He
knows
exactly
like
what he did.
He lied. Yes,
he told a lie. So my point is,
I mean, he should be suspended because that's big.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
So,
but
you put everybody in that quarterback room. The whole quarterback room should be on COVID protocol for contact.
And the center. Because they touch the ball. Your receiver is
just saying.
But
what?
Everything ain't normal across the board. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I was about to say
the NFL should have everything across the board because Cam Newton situation, how that was handled. You know, hey, hold that organization accountable as well.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you supposed to get fined or something?
And we failed to realize Lamar Jackson was dragged through the mud for testing positive twice.
Yeah.
Right.
And Aaron Rodgers will not be dragged as bad as Lamar Jackson.
Right. All right. So
or Cam Newton.
I want to touch on this subject briefly too. So I'm a Cowboy fan. Tyron Smith is hurt again. No, 30 seconds. We ain't even talking about this. I told y'all before the season started. I said he wouldn't make it to the bye week. He made it to the bye week.
Barely.
Right.
How many years he got?
He got a couple more on his deal. You know, yeah, he's 11-year player, but I'm just saying, I think his deal, you know, but I'm just tired of Tyron getting hurt every year. So I guess the question I'm asking y'all, 30 seconds, because I got to get up out of here. We got to roll. It still would be an easy fix if we just pop Lyle Collins in that spot. So he would go from right tackle to left tackle, you know.
We wouldn't miss a beat.
Well, I didn't say we wouldn't miss a beat, but I think we're in a position right now we can handle Tyron getting healthy. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that, Justin?
Ty Nsekhe ain't it.
Huh?
Ty Nsekhe ain't it. The guy that filled in Sunday night is not it.
Right. That's what I said. Lyle Collins. What do you think?
I agree. Collins should have been the starter. When Smith went down Sunday night, I would have put Collins in right away.
Right.
There's a rumor that came out yesterday that Dallas may cut Collins because they still have not forgiven him for the failed drug test. And there's talk about cutting Collins with the emergence of Steele.
I heard that at the end of the year.
At the end of the year,
right.
Yeah, at the end of the year.
There may be before his roster bonus kicks in for next season, but that's neither here nor there.
I would, for the immediate time now, I would start Collins because we do have a positionless line where we can shift people around. So I think Collins will be a perfect fit at left tackle.
Right. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So we got that. You got anything to say on that, Flip?
Yeah, well, I don't know too much about Collins, but you know, you guys do have a good cushion right now.
Right.
So y'all can't afford to go ahead and let him get in there, get them reps, and let Smith get healthy.
Hey, that's what I was thinking, man. And we need him down the road. All right.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, man, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, leave the NFL and go to the college football rankings, man. And I think the point that I want to hit home is, man, why can't Cincinnati get in? The Cincinnati Bearcats, undefeated. Why can't they get any love? They came in 6th in the initial poll. And what that tells you is no matter what happens with the big 5 teams, Cincinnati might not get in the college football playoffs. It's going to take a lot of losing in front of them for that to happen. How do you guys feel about this college football playoffs and the little guy, even if they go undefeated, not making the big show?
It's a flawed system.
Right.
It's a flawed system for sure. We had a situation where a couple years ago, Alabama lost 2 games and they still managed to go to the college football playoffs because they found a way to put them in because they brought up a reason of saying, well, you have to realize that, you know, the Big 12 didn't have a championship game that year, so we have no way to decide who really is the true champion of the Big 12. And they use that as a crutch to put Alabama in because the college football playoffs have never not had Alabama in it. So I think there's a bias to certain teams.
Good deal. Good deal. We're talking about college football now. We're going to welcome Mo to the program. She came in on the back end. I guess she was waiting. I think they get ready to leave. Let me pop on.
No. I'm on the West Coast. I just got home from work.
What? You work? Well, we're glad that you're here, Mo. I guess what we're going to do now, since we're getting ready to leave and you just came, just give me 3 of your hot topics in sports because we don't want to leave you out. What are the 3 things that you're talking about the most in sports? You know, these are things directly from Monique. You know, and the reason we're giving you this time because we appreciate you coming on the show. So, what are 3 hot takes that you have on your mind in sports today?
I would have to say exactly when and how in the NFL. Down to like what days of the week, how do they determine when they're going to test the players and who? Because like Tuesday, they'll put a player on the COVID list. And then Thursday, someone else maybe from the same team will be on the list. So that just has me real curious.
Well, to my understanding, okay, first of all, you have to see which player we're talking about. I think the players that haven't been vaccinated, it may be daily. Am I right, Justin? If you didn't get the vaccine, you're getting tested.
if you haven't been tested, if you did not get the vaccine, you can be tested daily. And once you test positive, they can test you daily.
And then they do the contact tracing from there for. So that's how everybody gets caught up in the little loop, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and what's your next thing? What's the next hot topic that you had?
I don't really want to get into the whole Henry Ruggs things with the.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, that is hot.
I don't really want to get into that. So I guess maybe a question for the panel, since you were talking about college ball. I saw something a couple days ago where they said it was the first college football rankings. Were they talking about the first this season?
Yeah. So what happens is the college football playoffs, their rankings don't come out until like this part of the season. Right? Yeah, like what the 7th or the 8th week is it, Justin? You know, Justin is our stat guy.
It's usually around the first weekend in November.
Right.
Everything leading up until that point is just the AP poll, coaches poll, and top 25 poll, and that's separate from the college football players. The college football players, your top 4 teams are the one. If the playoffs were today, these are the teams that would be playing for the national championship.
Right.
Well, my team ain't going to the Cereal Bowl, so I can forget all of that.
I know that's right. And my Virginia Cavaliers ain't going either. So, but I actually like the college football ranking system, the way it starts week 8 or something like that, because the AP poll, if you're number 1 from the start, all you gotta do is keep winning. You already number 1, you know. So you have to climb in the polls. But if Alabama normally starts 1 or 2 every year, no matter what. You know, so even if they lose a game, they drop to 5. But if you had number 5 and you lose, you drop to number 12 or what, so forth and so on. So I don't really like that preseason rankings. You know, I guess it makes it interesting in sports betting, which is big now, or whatever the case may be. But I don't really like the preseason rankings because anybody can lose. You know, just like Notre Dame, they're not having the best year. You know, ACC teams are beating them up. You know, so they're not as good as we think they are. But we got to show the little guys some love. And Cincinnati Bearcats need some love, and they need to get into that college football playoff. All right. Unfortunately, guys, time has run out on the People Show this week. I need your final thoughts. What is something that you want to tell the sports world before you leave today? I'm gonna let my man Flip, since he looked like he in Cleveland because he bundled up. He got there Cleveland Browns on from head to toe. He's showing his love for his team. Baker Mayfield, OBJ fighting. It's like he Mills Lane. He ready to get him in the ring. Let's get it on. What you guys say, Flip, to the sports world, man?
And you hit the nail right on the head there, brother. You know, regardless, win or lose, you know, always cheer for your team.
That's right, man. That's right.
What I got.
What you got, Rodney?
Go Oregon. For in the country. Let's go.
Man, I knew that was coming, man. What you got, Justin? He said we back.
I got 2 things. The last time the Braves won the World Series, the last time the Bucks won the NBA Finals, the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Something to watch for. And the other big thing I'm following is everybody's buzzing about the WNBA expansion. Drake's lobbying for a team in Toronto. We got some other people lobbying for teams in Oregon as well. So it's going to be interesting to see which area gets a WNBA team going forward.
I like that, Justin. Justin keeps us informed on the women's game too, man. Appreciate you. What you got, Mo, before we get up out of here?
I just want to say something to all to the whole league, NFL fans out there.
Give it to them.
You have people that would say, if you've never been to see your team in person, if you're not from that city, you can't be a fan of that team. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can be a fan of any team you want, no matter where you're from, no matter where you live, even if you've never been to a game, whether it's at home or on the road. Cheer for your team till you draw your last breath, and whoever don't like it, oh well.
Yeah. It's amazing how the internet, you know, people will tell you what you can do. People can tell you how you should be a fan. People can tell you what you should post, but they post all the BS. You know what I'm saying? It's not up to you to express my fandom for me. That's
and
my
how about
job.
post and don't even fact check? Post and don't fact check.
They don't even.
They'll be like, "How do you live in Richmond and you're a Dallas Cowboy fan?" Well,
because I'm minding my business.
Exactly.
That's why. Because I want to be one. Because I want to be one.
Second of all, the team is trash. The colors are trash. I'm not watching them getting smoked every weekend.
Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Denver Broncos, you are on the clock.
They own the clock. And I'm glad Monique said that, man. Hey, look, it's been the People Show, man. We about to get out of here. I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight. Rodney, Flip, Justin, Mo, you for watching. If you want to be on the show, we say this every week. Hit the link in the comments. Come on and tell us how you feel. This is not a Dallas Cowboy show. It's a sports show. It's the People Show. We're going to see y'all next week, man. I got to go. See, what y'all don't know is everybody been over here eating, and I've been watching them eat, and I ain't had nothing to eat. So your boy is hungry. I'm about to go get this scrubber. What Zeke say? Everybody, what Zeke say? I'm about to go eat. I'm about to eat. And like Monique said, Denver Broncos, you on the clock. We out here, man. See y'all next week. CJTv. We talk.